Welcome to The Real Yasherika, my real side at all things real estate and home vibes. I'm Yasherika, and in today's video, I am out of town, out of state, and I filmed my family weekend vlog. So I'm just going to show bits and pieces on this one. The real one is on my personal page, which I will have it linked down below. But yeah, so I visited North Carolina, and we went to their Great Wolf Lodge, and we had such a great time. So I'm going to try to walk you guys through it for the next almost 15 minutes based on the clips that I have. So right now, you guys have already seen some of the outside of it, so I'm showing the inside. This is when we first got in. This was check-in, so I'm just looking around and just looking at all the different decor. They definitely make it feel like, you know, wolves are very much involved. That was my favorite part, actually, the howling that we did. You know, every once in a while, someone will howl and everybody else will start howling. That was my favorite part. But yeah, so they do have, it is like a water park theme. So they have, this is the indoor portion of it, but they do have an outdoor portion as well. So this is when we first came, and we came pretty late. We arrived at 7 p.m. I think they closed at 8, and so we didn't get to go our first night, but we were up on the 3rd floor, and as you can see, all of the decor, you guys saw the trees and all the other things that they have involved. They were doing some dancing and stuff down there. I have some clips of that as well. But yeah, so as you can see, all of their trees, the wallpaper, it's just very much outdoor, you know, theme for the wolves, of course. And I was wearing my wolf ears. I loved wearing that as well. So yeah, this was a family trip. It was my mom, my grandmother, and my little brother and I. And so this is us when we first got to the room. So you guys will see, I don't know, you know, how many different layouts that they have, but this was ours. As you can see, they did have, we had 2 beds in there, and then we also have, when I go up a little bit further, you will see in the other portion of it, there is a little corner where they have the couch, and that turns to a bed as well. They also have air mattresses as well. So we did get that. We got an air bed for my little brother. But as you can see, we are back outdoors. We just had to get pictures and videos of the scenery. This is so nice. It's so nicely built and decorated and everything. It is definitely a more lodge type of feel and appeal. So yeah, I had to get pictures and videos out there. Me and all my family members did. We have our own pictures and we have family pictures as well. And see, yeah, so you have the wolves in the background. As you can see, I didn't know that they gave the wolf a behind, but apparently they did that as well. And as you see, we have so many stuff, and they have those little carts. So we only had 1, but when we left, we had to get 2 because we just had so much stuff. But yeah, they have carts for you to bring everything up. This part here is like the nightlife half of it. We went downstairs to actually order some pizza because they have food places within the lodge. So that's where I was going. But yeah, they are pretty much up and alert at night as well. This is one of the burgers that I got. This was there. They have a place called Buckets Burgers and Bites. So yeah, we went there. They have different items. That was one of the things we got. This is the elevator. As you can see behind me is the arcade. We didn't go to the arcade because my little brother, he was more fascinated with the water. He liked to be in there more. They have little gift stores in there. As you can see, waterproof phone cases. They have sunscreen and stuff for you, as well as bathing suits as well. And after we left there, we went into, this is the indoor portion of the water park. So yeah, this is the big slide they got. I was not going up all of those stairs. We did not do anything like that. My little brother, he just had more fun in the water. I got in there as well. You will see clips of that soon. But yeah, my mom and my little brother, they did most of those. As you can see them walking over there. When you first get in, yeah, that water is going to be a bit cold. But it was pretty hot in there. Not to lie to you, it was pretty hot in there. But once you get in that water, you will feel better because you're going to start cooling down. But yeah, they were the first to get in. They went the furthest. They were in, 4 feet. I did not, but you guys will see where I was. But yeah, so we let them go in first, and then I got in. And yeah, I pretty much just put my foot in. I did not let it even touch my knee. I was not going all the way back in there. Now you will smell, the chlorine. So yeah, they got it packed with that. But yeah, I just wanted to go in, put my foot in the water. I was telling my grandma, she was holding my camera. I was letting her know, yeah, when you first get in, that water is a bit cold. And yeah, I did not go far. I did not go far at all. But as you can see, there's so many people there. Everybody's just having fun. And this was light, you guys. This was pretty light because we went Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. That was our stay. Friday, when we were leaving, it was so packed, you guys. It was much more packed than what you see now. So yeah, and this is summertime, so the weekday was better days, where it wasn't as full. But yeah, we did enjoy ourselves. I enjoyed my little time in the water. As you can see, my mom, my little brother, they're having so much fun. Now if you notice, she's the one with the life jacket and he's the one that doesn't have one. I was more worried about her than him, to tell you the truth. But they were having so much fun, and the lifeguards, they were out there. Trust me, I was checking for them, making sure I knew where they were. Again, I was more concerned with my mom than my little brother. But yeah, they had so much fun in that water. That's me howling again. I didn't start it, but if somebody started, I definitely will finish it, because that was my favorite part. I like the howl. Like, I felt good. It was kind of like, screaming on top of a hill. And I will tell you, this area of North Carolina has lots and lots of hills. You will see more of that in the vlog. But yeah, so we had some popcorn. This was served there as well. And now I'm showing bits and pieces of the outdoor area, just a little section. But we didn't stay out there. We went back inside because outside was hot, which they wanted to go out because they were more in the water. But inside has a lot going on as well. Again, it's something else that we grabbed, funnel cake actually, with strawberry. And so we're back in the elevator. Now we are going out, you guys. So we are leaving. And as you can see, they have this little gate piece for entering and leaving. And so I'm showing you guys a clip of the sign, a little portion of it before we go. But yeah, so not too far is a mall. And so yeah, we went there for our dinner for the night. I think this was around 6 p.m. And so we went to the mall really for the food court, but their mall is so huge, you guys. It is really, really big, but I'm telling you, it had a lot to offer, a lot going on. But we weren't, staying there but so long, so we couldn't really, shop and look at everything. We just went for the food court that night. But it is very, very large. It's much bigger than the mall that I have in my area. Now, we were coming from South Carolina, so yeah, this was our first family trip to North Carolina, but it was definitely a good visit and a good stay. But yeah, I'm just showing you guys the clips of how big this mall was, because we were driving around for a while. We were looking for signs to try to figure out, where the food court was, but we weren't too far from where we parked, and we ended up finding it. But it was huge. It was a very, very huge mall. I'm not gonna lie, we did get lost when we were like leaving. When it was time to go after we were done eating, yeah, we did walk around the mall a little bit trying to figure out where we were. And then I think we saw where we originally came by, which was a Dave and Buster's. But yeah, as you can see, they had an escape room in there, the escape game. I don't think I would go in there because there's no way I would get out. But yeah, so this is the interior, some of the interior of the mall. As you can see, there's the Dave and Buster's. That's the one thing I remembered passing by. So I was like, okay, yeah, I had to help us get out of there because it's a big store. It is a nice big store. This was the food court area, and then yeah, so we pretty much left and went back to the room. So I'm just showing bits and pieces because it was not too far. It wasn't far at all from where we were staying from the Great Wolf Lodge. So yeah, but as you can see, the area, it does have all these different hills, but it's very pretty out there. Like, look at their bridges. Like, just about all of their bridges look like that. It has the little bricks. Some of them even tell you the name, and it's just beautifully designed and decorated and everything. A nice scenery. So I got some more clips on the way back. So this is what you'll originally see when you pull in, and then you'll see all of these rooms over there. But ours was like when you actually walk in the building, it's like right there. So yeah, we didn't have to go far for our rooms. But yeah, as you can see, the scenery, I just had to get some clips of those. Love those. Love the rocks. Love the water. There's a little bird in there. The plants, the pretty flowers up front. Yeah, I made sure to get all of those. And so now we're back inside. As you can see, they are dancing again. So I am going to show some clips of that. But yeah, they do put on a little performance, different people, different nights. But yeah, all the people in the crowd, the kids, it's a good way to, burn some energy for the kids. Because I'm telling you, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. They were dancing so much, so many different songs. But your room, you have a wristband for that. That's also your access to the pool. This is, their little balcony that they have. So yeah, all of it is good scenery and everything. I was out there for a while. My mom was out there for a while. My grandma, we all loved sitting out there. And when we went, I believe it was July 15th through the 17th, and it was extremely hot. It was hot. I think the high was 96, at least two of the days that we were, 2 of the days that we were there. So yeah, it was good weather. Good weather to sit out there. That's my grandma. She's out there. As you can see, that's a bus that I was zooming in on. A bus load of people. Like, a lot of people stayed there. And this was Friday. So a lot more people were coming in for the weekend. So I'm glad that we didn't book the weekend, because it was already crowded enough as it was, for us to stay on weekdays. But yeah, it was very much crowded. But as you can see, it has all these trees and whatnot. That's me howling one more time. Now, that one I did initiate because I just wanted to do that. But as you can see, yeah, downstairs there were a good bit of people. This is when we were leaving. Before we were leaving, we had to get another one of their carts because we just had so many stuff. We left with more than we came with. So we had 2 carts by that time. We just had so many things. As you can see, this is all the stuff that we had, and we had to load it up into our rental. But for 3 days we had a lot of stuff. Okay, we had a lot of stuff for 3 days. But yeah, those are their carts, so we're glad that they have those because we had a lot of things. That would have been a lot of up and down, and they only have like 2 elevators. So when it's crowded like that and people are going on different floors, there's 4 floors. When you check in, you're on the 2nd floor. The 1st floor is actually where they had the water park and all of that stuff, and then there's the 3rd floor and the 4th floor. So Yeah, but as you can see, we're up on a hill right now. This is just their Wendy's, something nearby. But yeah, that was our trip, and me and my family heading back to South Carolina. So that's just a glimpse of our trip.